Well, Vatican II famously issued this universal call to holiness, which means holiness is not the exclusive preserve of priests and nuns, etc., but of all the baptized. So every baptized person has been grafted onto Christ, called into union with him in his mystical body, and therefore called to fulfill his or her mission in a particular way. That's what holiness is to fulfill your mission according to Christ's purpose and design. That's if you want the more quantitative side of it. And I've been talking here about the qualitative side. Holiness, it means to be a sharer in the divine life. Not a spiritual mediocrity, not a nice guy, not someone that basically gets by, but someone of heroic virtue. So every baptized person is called to heroic virtue, to be a saint, which is why the church issues these very stringent demands. Well, you become a saint, as Thomas Aquinas said to his sister when she asked that question, by willing it. You desire it. You desire to be a saint. Part of the problem is that we dial down our own desires. We accept, a worldly sense of what success means or being a great person and, ho-hum. The only real sadness in life is not to be a saint, as Léon Blois said. And so the first step is to want it, to desire sanctity. Secondly, you have to pray for it. You can't make yourself a saint. You have to pray for it. And God gives the grace that transforms you. But then you cooperate with that grace. You cooperate with it as fully as you can. And I would say a saint is always a radical. A saint's always a radical. Radix means root in Latin. It means it's holiness that cuts down to the root of who you are. It invades your behavior. It invades your thoughts, your feelings, your attitudes, your motivations. So a saint is someone who has opened him or herself to the divine grace in such a way that that grace can now reach down and transform the whole of you. So I would say that. You desire it, and then you open your heart to it.